Someone is secretly crying over you right now, and here's the heartbreaking reason why. Open it now. Their tears are falling in the quiet of the night, where no one else can see. They're sitting alone, heart heavy, thoughts spinning, and every single one of those thoughts leads back to you. It all started earlier today. Something small sparked it, a song on the radio, a street you used to walk together, or maybe just your name mentioned in passing. It hit them like a wave, pulling them under, dragging them back to memories they've tried so hard to bury. They thought they could move on, that time would dull the ache, but it hasn't. Instead, it's grown sharper, cutting deeper, and now they're drowning in it. Their hands are shaking as they sit there, eyes burning from tears they can't stop. It's not just sadness, it's regret, it's longing, it's the weight of everything they didn't say when they had the chance. They're thinking about you, about every moment they let slip away, about every word they wish they could take back. Type "hope" in the comments to send a spark of light their way. The room around them feels too still, like it's holding its breath, waiting for them to do something. They're clutching something that reminds them of you, a photo, a note, a small gift you gave them years ago. It's nothing to anyone else, but to them, it's a piece of you, a piece of what used to be. They hold it tight, like letting go would mean losing you all over again. They're replaying the last time they saw you. The way you stood, the way your eyes caught the light, the sound of your voice, it's all so clear, like it happened yesterday. They keep thinking about what they should have said, what they could have done differently. If they could go back, they'd hold you a little longer, speak a little softer, fight a little harder. But they can't, and that truth is what's breaking them tonight. They're wondering if you feel it too. Do you ever think of them? Do you ever lie awake at night, remembering the way things were? They're scared you've moved on, that you found a way to live without them. The thought of you being happy without them hurts, but the thought of you hurting like they are hurts even more. Type "light" in the comments to send them a wave of peace. They're looking at their phone now, scrolling through old messages, your words glowing on the screen. Each one feels like a memory brought back to life. They can hear your voice in their head, the way you used to laugh, the way you'd say their name. It's so vivid it's almost painful, like you're right there but just out of reach. They want to text you, to call you, to say something, anything, but fear stops them. What if you don't answer? What if you do, but it's not what they hope? The tears keep coming because they know they messed up. They let pride get in the way, or fear, or maybe just life. They thought there'd always be time to fix things, to make it right, but now they're not so sure. They're scared that later turned into never, and that thought is like a weight on their chest, making it hard to breathe. There's something bigger at work here, though. This moment, this pain, it's not random. It's like the universe is nudging them, telling them it's time to stop hiding. Time to face what they feel, to be honest, to let the truth out before it's too late. They can feel it, a pull, a whisper, a quiet voice saying, "This is your chance." Type "truth" in the comments to find the courage to face your own heart. They're thinking about the little things now. The way you used to smile at them, like it was just for them. The way you'd know exactly what they needed without them saying a word. Those moments felt so small back then, but now they're everything, like treasures they didn't know they had until they were gone. They're kicking themselves for taking you for granted, for assuming you'd always be there. They're holding something of yours, a bracelet, a letter, a random trinket you left behind. It's worn from being held so much, but to them, it's priceless. It's a connection to you, a reminder of what was. They're clutching it so tightly their fingers ache, but they can't let go. It's like it's the only thing keeping them tethered to you. They're wondering if you've cried over them too. The thought of you sitting alone, feeling this same pain, makes their heart twist. But it also gives them hope. Maybe you're out there, feeling the same pull, the same ache. Maybe you're thinking of them right now, wondering if they still care. They want to believe it, because it's the only thing keeping them from falling apart completely. Type "healing" in the comments to send them strength to keep going. The night feels endless, like time is standing still. Every second they spend thinking about you feels like a lifetime. They're pacing now, trying to outrun the thoughts, but they can't. Every corner of their mind is filled with you, your laugh, your touch, the way you made them feel like they were enough. They're realizing now how rare that was, how special you were. They're remembering the last fight you had. The words they said, the ones they didn't, the silence that hurt more than anything. They thought they could fix it later, that there'd be time to make it right. But later never came, and now they're left with this ache, this regret that won't let go. They wish they could go back, swallow their pride, and tell you how much you meant. They're whispering your name into the dark, like it's a secret they're afraid to say too loud. They're hoping, somehow, you'll feel it, feel them thinking of you, missing you, loving you still. They don't know if it's possible, but they can't stop hoping. It's all they have left. Type "forgive" in the comments to let go of a heavy burden. There's a letter on their desk, half finished, covered in smudged ink from their tears. They started writing it when they couldn't keep it in anymore. It's not perfect, it's messy, raw, full of everything they've been too scared to say. They're not sure if they'll ever send it, but writing it feels like a start, like they're finally letting the truth breathe. They're thinking about the way you used to make them feel safe. With you, they didn't have to pretend, didn't have to hide. You saw them, the real them, and you loved them anyway. Losing that feels like losing a part of themselves, and they're not sure who they are without it. They're mourning not just you, but the person they were when they were with you. They're scared to reach out, scared of what you'll say. What if you've moved on? What if you don't want them anymore? That fear is like a wall, but the love they feel is stronger. It's pushing them, urging them to try, even if it hurts. Even if it's messy. Even if it's not perfect. Type "courage" in the comments to give them the strength to take a chance. The night is quiet, but their heart is loud, beating your name over and over. They're thinking about the last words you said to them, the ones that still sting. They wish they could go back, change it, make it right. But they can't, and that's what's tearing them apart. They're wondering if you'd even listen if they tried to explain, if you'd care enough to hear them out. They're remembering the good times too, the days when everything felt easy, when you were their safe place. Those memories are so clear, so vivid, they almost hurt to think about. They're holding on to them like a lifeline, because right now, those moments are all they have. They're wondering if you hold on to them too, or if they're alone in this. There's a voice inside them, soft but steady, telling them this isn't the end. It's like something bigger is guiding them, showing them that this pain has a purpose. They don't understand it fully, but they feel it, a spark, a sign, a quiet nudge that says there's still a chance to make things right. Type faith in the comments to trust in something bigger than yourself. They're looking at their phone again, your number staring back at them. Their thumb hovers over the call button, heart racing. It's such a small action, but it feels like the biggest risk they've ever taken. They're imagining your voice, wondering if it would be warm or distant. The not knowing is terrifying, but the thought of never trying is worse. They're thinking about the places you used to go together, the coffee shop, the park, the quiet street where you'd walk and talk for hours. They avoid those places now because they feel too empty without you. But sometimes, they find themselves there anyway, hoping to feel you in the air, in the way the light falls, in the silence. The tears are slowing now, but the ache is still there, deep and constant. They're starting to see that this isn't just about missing you, it's about understanding what you meant to them. You weren't just a part of their life, you were their home, their anchor, their reason to keep going. Losing that has left them adrift, and they're not sure how to find their way back. Type home in the comments to feel a sense of belonging tonight. They're holding that letter again, reading it over, each word heavy with truth. They're imagining you reading it, picturing your face as you see their heart spilled out on the page. They wonder if it would make you cry, if it would make you smile, if it would make you feel anything at all. The thought of you reading it makes their heart race, but it also gives them hope. They're thinking about the last time they heard you laugh. That sound is so clear in their mind, it's like you're right there with them. They miss it more than anything, the way it made them feel alive, like the world was brighter because you were in it. They're realizing now how much they took that for granted, how much they need it back. A spark of hope is growing inside them, small but real. Maybe this pain is leading somewhere. Maybe it's not just about crying over what's lost, but about finding a way to bring it back. They're not sure how, but they're starting to believe they can try. They want to try. Type try in the comments to take a step toward your own healing. The night feels different now, like the air is lighter, like something is shifting. They're still hurting, but they're also starting to see a path forward. They're imagining seeing you again, standing in front of you, saying everything they've kept inside. That thought makes their heart pound, but it also makes them feel alive for the first time in forever. They're wondering where you are right now, what you're doing, if you're okay. They hope you're happy, even if it's without them. But deep down, they hope you're thinking of them too, that you feel the same pull they do. They don't know if it's true, but it's what keeps them going. They're whispering your name again, softer now, like it's a prayer. They're sending it out into the universe, hoping it reaches you, hoping you feel it in your heart. They're starting to believe that maybe you do, that maybe this connection isn't gone, just waiting. Type feel in the comments to connect with someone's heart tonight. The envelope is still on the table, and they're staring at it like it holds their whole world. They're thinking about sending it, about taking that leap. It's scary, but it's also freeing. For the first time, they're starting to believe they can do this, that they can face the truth and not run away. They're remembering the way you looked at them, like they were the only person who mattered. That look made them feel like they were enough, like they belonged. They're realizing now how rare that was, how much they need it back. They're kicking themselves for not seeing it sooner, for letting it slip away. The tears are drying now, but the feelings are still there, raw and real. They're starting to understand that this pain isn't just about losing you, it's about finding themselves again. You showed them who they could be, and they want to be that person again, even if it's hard. Type "grow" in the comments to embrace your own journey. They're thinking about the future now, not just the past. They're imagining a world where they get to see you again, where they get to make things right. It's not a clear picture, but it's enough to keep them going. They're starting to believe that maybe there's a way back to you, a way to fix what's broken. They're picking up their phone again, heart pounding. This time, they're not just scrolling, they're typing. It's slow, hesitant, but they're doing it. "Hey, I've been thinking about you." That's all they write for now, but it feels like everything. It's a start, a small step towards something bigger. They're imagining you reading it, your face softening, maybe even smiling. They don't know how you'll respond, but they're starting to see that taking the chance is what matters. Even if it's scary, even if it hurts, it's better than staying silent forever. Type "start" in the comments to take your own first step. The night is quieter now, but their heart is still loud. They're thinking about you, about the life you could have had, about the life they still hope for. They're starting to see that this pain, this crying, this longing, it's all part of something bigger. It's a sign that their story isn't over, that there's still a chance to change the ending. They're looking out the window now, the stars faint but steady. It's like the universe is watching, waiting to see what they'll do next. They're feeling a pull, a quiet nudge to keep going, to not give up. They're starting to believe that maybe you feel it too, even if you're miles away. They're holding the envelope again, tracing your name with their finger. It's not just paper, it's a promise. A promise to be honest, to be brave, to not let fear win this time. They're not sure when they'll send it, but they know they will. Because you're worth it. Because love is worth it. Type "love" in the comments to let love guide you tonight. They're thinking about the last time they felt this alive, and it was with you. You had a way of making the world brighter, of making them feel like they could do anything. They're starting to realize that they don't want to live without that light, without you. They're ready to fight for it, even if it means facing their fears. The tears have stopped now, but the feeling remains. It's not just pain anymore, it's purpose. They're seeing now that this night, this crying, this moment, it's all leading them somewhere. Somewhere closer to you, closer to the truth, closer to the life they want. They're whispering your name one last time, not in sadness, but in hope. They're sending it out into the night, trusting that it will find you, that it will touch your heart. They're starting to believe that maybe you're out there feeling the same thing. Type "believe" in the comments to hold on to hope tonight. The envelope is still there, waiting. They're not sure what tomorrow will bring, but for the first time in a long time, they're not afraid to find out. They're ready to take the next step, to face whatever comes, because they know one thing for sure: you're worth it. And they're not ready to let you go. The night is almost over, but this moment feels like a beginning. They're standing at a crossroads, heart open, ready to move forward. They're hoping you're out there, feeling the same pull, the same hope. And maybe, just maybe, the universe is working to bring you back together. Type "together" in the comments to believe in second chances. They're closing their eyes now, picturing you one more time. Your smile, your voice, your warmth, it's all so clear. They're holding on to that image, letting it guide them. They're ready to take a chance, to speak their truth, to fight for what matters. And they're hoping, deep down, that you're ready too. The stars outside are still shining, quiet but strong. They're a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there's light. And tonight, that light is you. They're holding on to that, trusting that it will lead them back to you, one way or another. Type star in the comments to shine bright tonight. They're thinking about the way you used to make them laugh, the way your voice could calm their storms. That memory is so vivid, it's like you're here with them now. They're holding on to it, letting it fill them with warmth, even if it's bittersweet. They're starting to see that this pain isn't just about loss, it's about love, and love doesn't just disappear. They're imagining standing in front of you, no walls, no pride, just them and you. They're picturing what they'd say, how they'd tell you they're sorry, how they'd tell you they never stopped caring. That thought makes their heart race, but it also makes them feel alive, like they're waking up after a long sleep. They're thinking about the little moments that meant so much, the way you'd touch their hand, the way you'd look at them like they were the only person in the world. Those moments are what they miss most, and they're what they're fighting for now. They want those moments back, and they're starting to believe they can have them. Type moments in the comments to cherish what matters most. The envelope is still on the table, and they're looking at it with new eyes. It's not just a letter, it's a bridge, a way to reach you, to close the distance between you. They're imagining you opening it, reading their words, feeling their heart through the page. They don't know what you'll think, but they're starting to believe it's worth finding out. They're remembering the way you used to make them feel brave. With you, they felt like they could face anything, like they were stronger than they knew. They're realizing now that they need that strength again, and they're finding it in the thought of you. They're ready to be brave, to take the risk, to fight for what they want. The night is softer now, like it's holding them gently. They're still thinking of you, but it's different now. It's not just pain, it's hope. They're starting to see that this crying, this longing, it's all part of something bigger. It's a sign that their heart is still alive, that their love for you is still real. Type "alive" in the comments to feel your heart beat stronger. They're picking up the envelope again, holding it like it's the most precious thing in the world. They're tracing your name, feeling the weight of every letter. They're imagining the moment you see it, the moment you realize how much they still care. That thought makes their heart skip, but it also makes them smile, just a little. They're thinking about the future again, about what it could be if they're brave enough to try. They're picturing you smiling at them, forgiving them, maybe even loving them again. It's a dream, but it's one they're ready to chase. They're done running from it, done hiding from it. They're whispering your name into the quiet, and this time it feels like a promise. A promise to themselves, to you, to the love they keyboard. They're ready to take that step, to reach out, to make things right. And they're hoping, with everything in them, that you'll be there to meet them halfway. Type "promise" in the comments to make a commitment to your heart. The room feels different now, like it's filled with possibility. The tears have dried, and in their place is a quiet determination. They're not sure what tomorrow will bring, but they're ready to face it. They're ready to fight for you, for the love they let slip away. They're ready to be the person you always saw in them. They're looking out at the stars again, and they feel closer to you somehow. Like the universe is on their side, cheering them on, telling them it's not too late. They're holding on to that feeling, letting it guide them, letting it give them the courage they need. They're placing the envelope in a drawer now, not because they're giving up, but because they're saving it for the right moment. They know that moment is coming, and when it does, they'll be ready. They'll send it, or they'll say it in person, or they'll find a way to make sure you know the truth. Type "ready" in the comments to step into your own truth. The night is fading now, the sky turning soft with the first hints of dawn. They're tired, but they're not broken. They're hopeful, maybe for the first time in a long time. They're thinking of you, and they're smiling, just a little, because they know this isn't the end. It's a beginning, a chance to rewrite the story, to find their way back to you. They're whispering your name one last time, and it feels like a vow. A vow to be honest, to be brave, to never let you go again. They don't know what you'll say, but they know they have to try. Because love like this doesn't come along every day, and they're not ready to let it go. The stars are still out there, shining quietly, and they're a reminder that there's always light, even in the darkest moments. They're holding on to that light, trusting it will lead them to you. And maybe, just maybe, you're out there, looking at the same stars, feeling the same hope. Type "forever" in the comments to believe in love that lasts.